Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again, man. It's the top of the week game, man. And that means it's time for the Tuesday banger. It's time for the Tuesday banger, y'all. That's a lot. Y'all know I got one for y'all. That's a lot. I got a banger. That's a lot. Y'all already know what time it is, man. But like I tell y'all before I start my videos, man, I have no problem delivering this content on time. I have no problem warning you about the dangers that's inside of prison. I have no problem warning y'all about the people that's maniacs that's inside of prison. I have no problem doing those things, man. I just need y'all to stay out the way from me. I don't ask for much. Just stay out the way. Enjoy your life out here. I don't care what you're doing. It's better than being in there. That's why I always tell y'all, I don't care if y'all mopping floors or doing dishes. It's better than being in penitentiary doing that. You could be making 10 cents an hour doing it in penitentiary, man. Your best bet is just staying out here with your family, living a great life, man. Going by your own rules, man. Taking care of your family and living a great life, man. That's all you have to do, man. Like, let's live stress-free by not being in the streets. Let's do it, y'all. Let's get out the streets right now. If you're in the streets, let's get out the streets right now. The streets is no good no more, man. You are going to penitentiary or you will die. Trust me on that, man. So let's get out the streets and let's stay out the way, y'all, period, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Tuesday banger, top of the weekend, like I say, man. So I need y'all to turn me up on this one, man. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called The Hidden Truth. Yeah, man. Penitentiary crazy. Y'all already know the routine, man. And like, y'all should already know about my stories. Like, that's how I go in there, man. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I got a few or a bunch of stories like these stories on the low. Like, but at the same time, though, I was involved in this story right here, man. And it's crazy because prison is a place where dudes try to hold things that they did in the past as secrets. And sometimes they get by and sometimes you don't, man. You know what I mean? It's the luck of the draw when it comes to keeping a secret, man. But at the end of the day, man, you make your own decisions. You're a grown man. You made your own decisions. You made your bed. Now you lie in it, whatever the situation is, man. Don't think nothing is going to resurface and you're going to get put on Front Street, man. Don't ever think that couldn't happen. That can't happen when you're in somewhere like prison. Prison is a boxed in space. It's a space where dudes is nothing to do but talk and watch and be observative and just be on point. And it's like, you can't really hide things. That's just how jail and prison is, y'all. I'm letting y'all know, man. So with that being said, man, that brings me to the story that I got for y'all today, man. And we're going to start on Sussex 2 on this one, man. We're on Sussex 2 on this one in the beginning, all the way in 2002, man, 2003. And I can remember being a young dude just getting moved into that block. If y'all follow my stories, you already know how it go. They had us in 4 building when we first got to Sussex 2. Then they kept us over there until they finally got rid of all the DC Lawton inmates. After they got rid of all the DC Lawton inmates, that's when they finally moved us to 2 building. We was in 4 building. They moved us to 2 building. So when we got to 2 building, the people that came with me, we basically filled up the top tier of the 4 building part. So we all came from deep metal. So when they finally moved us to 4 building, this was the time of them now like letting us off lockdown, because the whole time we was in 4 building, we was on lockdown the whole time. Because like I say, the DC Lawton inmates was there. So we was waiting for them to go get shipped to the feds. And then we was going to start our Virginia journey on Sussex, the Virginia inmates. So once they moved us to 4 building, everything that's supposed to change up from us being locked down all the time. We wasn't even able to go to commissary. You know what I mean? Like, so like they were supposed to start letting us go to commissary. Like everything is just supposed to start getting normal. So they moved us into 2C. And when we moved into 2C, man, we filled up the top tier, majority of the top tier there as well. You know what I mean? So I slept in cell 34. You know what I mean? It's like I tell y'all in the stories, if you keep up with my story, cell 34 on Sussex 2 is in the cut. The only thing you can see out your window of your door is a closet. Now you can look out your side and you can see 33, 32, 31, all the way down to cell 23. And you can probably see a slight corner of the pod. Like it's not a great view from cell 34, but that's the cell they put me in. And now I'm starting my Virginia Sussex journey. So I can remember all us that came from Deep Meadows was all on the top tier. We filled up the top tier. So while we was there, they started letting us out every now and then for rec. They still didn't break it out like we had all the way rec. And we was wondering why that we wasn't getting recreation yet. Like, damn, we've been locked down a month and a half already, like 2 months. I can't even remember how long we was locked down. They had us locked down a minute when we first got to Sussex, but everybody's complaining about it. But the lady ended up finally telling us, which we had a lady sergeant, she finally ended up telling us that we were waiting for some people to get into our pod. The bottom tier is going to get filled up because they're bringing inmates from Augusta. Now, Augusta is another prison in Virginia, y'all. It's a level 4, just like Sussex was a level 4. But the difference between Sussex and Augusta, Sussex is by Tidewater, Richmond. You know what I mean? Like it's right there. Now, Augusta is up in the damn mountains somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere in the mountains. That's where Augusta is at. So that was a level 4 that I definitely never wanted to go to. But I started hearing stories about Augusta when I got to receiving about how Augusta was. Now, once I got to Sussex and the lady told us that they was waiting for people from Augusta to get to our building, that's when I heard more rumors about how Augusta was. Y'all probably heard me say about how, you know what I mean, inmates come from Augusta. But long story short, dudes doing the hokey pokey up there, crazy, super duper crazy. Now, I feel like dudes do that because they all the way lost. They in the mountains. Like, you ain't gonna really know nobody, or if you do know somebody, you probably got an attitude like, I don't care because you're in the mountains. So dudes was up there doing the hokey pokey like crazy. Dudes from Norfolk, dudes from Portsmouth, dudes from Chesapeake, dudes from Richmond, dudes from Newport News, dudes from everywhere. They was doing the hokey pokey up there. Nobody is exempt. So when they was talking about bringing that camp, I mean, some of those people from that camp to our camp, that was already a rumor that was floating around. So that already had caught my brain, a couple of dudes talking about it. So I'm not tripping on it, but they finally started moving people into our pod. They filled And there was a lot of people coming into our pod. Like, they filled it up. It was people from all over the Virginia. So once they filled up the bottom tier, that's when they started letting us out for rec. So once they started letting us out for rec, you know what I mean? Everything was going smooth, you know what I mean? Like, we enjoying Sussex. Like, we happy to be off lockdown. It's real penitentiary that I can see. I can see this is real penitentiary, especially when we go outside. Like, I'm seeing dudes like on some real penitentiary stuff, interact with the homosexuals. I'm seeing that. Like, and it was like 2-3 homosexuals that came from Augusta that was up there, you know what I mean? So, boom. I'll say probably about a week later after they filled the joint up, it was a dude that slept in cell 3. And I'll never forget this guy, man. And I'm not going to say this guy's name, you know what I mean? Because he probably on the street right now. And after y'all hear the story, it got a little crazy, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to say his name, man. For those reasons, man, we're going to call this dude Lou, man. But I'll never forget this guy, man. His name was Lou. And he slept in cell 3. It starts from cell 1, that's right in the front by the booth. By the slider door and everything. It's 1, 2, 3, then it goes down to cell 12 on that side of the tier. But he slept in cell 3 right there. So he was a dude that would come out and, you know what I mean? What I could tell, you know what I mean? If I was in my early 20s, he probably was in his middle 20s at the most, you know what I mean? But he's one of the inmates that's coming from Augusta. When I see dude, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who he is, but he's in the pod with us now. He wasn't like a loud dude. He wasn't a dude that was like trying to do dumb shit, like running around. He wasn't a dude that was like trying to do crazy stuff, running around. You know what I mean? Like, he was like a regular dude. It's a lot of dudes up there from Norfolk that was on Augusta, and God knows what they was into, just like everybody else. Because like I say, and I'm not trying to say everybody that was on that camp was doing the hokey pokey, but I'm letting y'all know now, like, that junk, like, ask anybody in the early 2000s, like, that was the rumor. I ain't gonna hold you. That was the rumor, man. But at the same time, though, like, I had homeboys that was up there. So, like, once I started, like, you know what I mean, getting like into my bed, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we in the pod now, we in 2C, we all in the block. It's like early 03 right here. You know what I mean? So we all in the block, and, you know, everybody talks in that joint. So they started talking that the dude, that's the quiet dude, you know what I mean? Because he basically really didn't do nothing. He talked to a couple dudes. He'll shoot out the program here and there. He really didn't do nothing, the dude Lou. So as they in there, you know what I mean, it was a few dudes that knew him from Augusta. So they used to talk to him. So they end up saying, like, one day I just happened to like stumble across a conversation and I didn't even care to even hear the conversation or wasn't looking for the conversation. I wasn't doing none of these things. I'm sitting there at a table with my back to the other 3 people that's at a table because I'm facing the payphones because I'm waiting to get on the phones. The phones is right there. So I'm sitting at the 4-seat table, but my seat is facing the phone. So my back is to them. But they rock with me. These dudes know me. So they know it ain't like that. But as I'm sitting at the table, they talking about it. They're like, yeah, man, goddamn Lou in the joint, man. He come here, he looking all sick in the face, man, because they moved him from his boo. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I hear it, but like I'm still facing the phone. They like, yeah, man, he come here, we on a whole new camp, and we ain't in the mountains no more. He looking all sick because they done moved him from his boo. So I'm like, moved him from his boo. This is what I'm saying in my head. All this is what I'm saying in my head. Moved him from his boo. Like, yeah, man, that's why he looking all sick. That's why he ain't want to do nothing. He don't want to play cards, pinochle no more than that. Look, he just want to look sick all day because they moved him from his boo. I'm like, man, overhead, wild saying that. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what he talking about. But I know what he talking about, but it's this wild hearing it, you know what I mean? But it wasn't too wild hearing it because I told y'all the reputation of Augusta. So I hear that conversation. You know what I mean? I dismiss it. Like that's what he got going on, man. But it was crazy because it was coming up for, I think they was doing the flu shots or something like that when we had first got into 2C2. And they was doing it by last names. They was calling people by like the last names. And like, you know, I end up going in the afternoon because, you know, my last name is W. So I end up going in the afternoon. So the dude Lou, his last name starts with a W too. So everybody in my party that starts with W, we had to go to medical. So we go to medical, you know what I mean? It's down there, number 4 or 5 of us, you know what I mean? We down there waiting to get the flu shot jumps. So we sitting there waiting, you know what I mean? So Lou just so happened to be right there. So he get the kicking. He like, yo, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Norfolk. He like, for real? He like, yeah, I was up at Augusta with a bunch of dudes in Norfolk. He get the kicking it. And he like, yeah, man, like, man, I miss Augusta, man. And I looked at him like, I bet you do. And he looked at me like, he gave me like a little smirk. Because he probably didn't know that I knew, but I told you I stumbled across the conversation. So when he was like, man, I miss Augusta, man. I was like, yeah, I bet you do. And he was like, I was like, man, it's lowland now though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's women, it's, you know, it's COs, it's, you know, you can get your swagger back up here, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, yeah, I know, man, but I miss Augusta, man. He grabbed his arms, started hugging, like he was hugging himself. He folded his arms though, but it looked like he was hugging himself to me. He was like, yeah, man, but I miss Augusta though, man. I was like, man, Sussex, this jump about to be all right. I'm close to the crib, everything. So me and him kicked about that, you know what I mean? So that was a conversation me and him had, you know what I mean? But that's all me and him really kicked at that time. That was like a conversation me and him had because we was going down to medical. So boom, I'll say probably about another 2 weeks later, next thing you know, they end up moving dudes in the pod, a couple of other dudes in the pod. Now, I thought he had a roommate because I seen that he had a roommate because I told y'all he slept in cell 3. Cell 3 was like right on blast. Like when all the doors open, you can see inside like that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9. You know what I mean? Like when the doors open, you can just be on the phones or in the pod and you can look right into the cells because they open. Same thing as the top tier right on top of them. You know what I mean? So like I thought he had a roommate the whole time, but come to find out, bro didn't even have a roommate, you know what I mean? So they end up moving this white dude in the cell with Lou, you know what I mean? So like I say, I'm still not thinking like he on some maniac stuff around this time, but they moved the white dude in the cell with him. So while he in there with the white dude, they probably in the cell for probably about a week, you know what I mean? Now he's still on his same type of time, being quiet, moving around, looking creepy, you know what I mean? He really miss Augusta, you know what I mean? Like he's still moving around like that. He's not changing up his style just because the white dude is in the room with him. But you know what I mean? I never expected anything. You know what I mean? I'm being honest with you. I never expected anything. But Lou sleeps on cell 3. You know what I mean? I'm all the way in cell 34. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is I wake up to pap y'all shit. I hear one night I'm sleeping. I'm all the way in cell 34. And when I hear it, I heard the police. I heard that they ain't cut the lights on or nothing like that. But you can hear the police snap and you can hear the police snapping out. She's snapping out, pack your shit, and it's a female, pack y'all shit. Both of y'all, pack y'all shit up. Nasty motherfucker, pack y'all shit up. So I go to the door, my roommate wake up, I jump up, I go to the door. I can't see nothing but that the triangle part of the pod, a little bit of the pod. Look down, I told you I can see from 32 all the way down. I look down there, I don't see nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's going on? God damn, it's crazy. So I'm just trying to I know everybody on the door now because I can't see. So like, I'm like, damn, I hate cell 34. I'm trying to look. can't see nothing. You know what I mean? So everybody do like, damn, that's crazy. I hear dudes yelling, but still, I don't know where it's coming from. So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to figure out what dudes talk about. But people go to the hole all the time, late night for gunning, all type of stuff. So I wasn't paying no mind what was going on. So I laid it down and went back to sleep, y'all. I laid it down, went back to sleep. Boom. We wake up and go to breakfast. We go to breakfast the next morning. As soon as we go to breakfast, I'm standing over there kind of like, we got to get ready to exit out the door because they got pancakes. So I'm like, kind of like, I'm not in the top 10. I ain't on the top 10 like I'm about to run to the chow hall, but like, dudes be trying, it's early, so you want to go there and eat and like hurry up and come back. That'd be like the goal sometimes. So that's why I was right there. So when I'm right there, I see the doors open, I see dudes talking, but it's early. I ain't really trying to talk. I look, I see the cell 3 is empty game. Nobody's in there. It's empty game. I'm like, dang, empty. What's going on? They was like, yo, you know, dude, Lou last night, man, Lou got caught in that joint, goddamn, doing a hokey pokey with the white dude. Like, what? For real? Like, yeah, he was in that joint, man. Lady caught him red-handed. This man in cell 3 with no cut up. He was like, man, he terrified the lady last night. I was like, wow. I was like, man, he really do miss Augusta. That's all I can say. He really do miss Augusta, y'all. So, boom. Bro went to the Bing. You know what I mean? Bro went to the Bing. Yeah, damn, that was that. You know what I mean? Like, he probably went somewhere else on the compound, but I really wasn't checking for him, so I never seen him like that no more. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I never seen him like that no more. Now, I don't know what kind of charge that is. Don't get me to lie. But I know for a fact if you get caught doing a sexual act with another man in prison, you are going to the hole. Like, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So I guess he caught that case. So I'll say probably for like, to like 04. Like the end of 04, I seen him again. You know what I mean? So when I seen him again, he was in 4 building. You know what I mean? I'm still in 2 building. So when I see him, you know what I mean? He's still on regular time. From what I can see and view from afar, and he was in a pod with a couple of my guys. Like, I don't think he was in there messing around no more. I don't think he was like on no messing around type stuff no more. I don't know if that taught him a lesson or what, but I know that he probably wasn't on that type of time. So out of nowhere, he disappeared again. So I want to say that Lou was one of those dudes that was smart in the beginning, even though he caught that charge doing the hokey pokey on the late night. You know what I mean? He probably went charge free right after that for another year, and he got his level dropped to a 3, and he was able to get transferred. You know what I mean? So he disappeared. He was out of there. I never seen bro no more. Like, and it was crazy because, like I said, I wasn't checking for him, but like he just was nowhere to be found on the compound. I never seen him again. So that was that. So let's fast forward the tape now, y'all. Let's fast forward the tape a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's fast forward the tape a little bit. Now we are on Lawrenceville And I can remember just getting to Lawrenceville. Now, y'all. Like, this is 2009. I'm just getting to Lawrenceville now. So I just get to Lawrenceville. You know what I mean? I got a story about this too when I first get to Lawrenceville. But I get to Lawrenceville. You know what I mean? I've been waiting. I've been dying to get to Lawrenceville. Now that I'm on Lawrenceville, I see what kind of camp it is. And like, I stayed out the way on Sussex, charge free, just to get to this type of place. I had to do my time at a better place. I got tired of hearing the rumors. I had to get to the best place in Virginia. That's what my goal was. So I targeted Lawrenceville, and that's why I ended up getting sent to, I was so blessed for that, man. Thank you, God. But when I got there, man, I'm just trying to like just be patient, you know what I mean, and wait my turn on this whole situation. Now, fast forward the tape a little bit on this, y'all already know I was in Gangland Part in the beginning. So after I leave from Gangland Part, y'all know they moved me to 60 building. I'm gonna call it 60 building now, man, because guys was complaining saying that they don't want me to say San Francisco, and I respect that. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean, upset nobody, but that was the nickname for that. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was the nickname for that. Pause. But I go to 60 building, man. They put me over there. I go do that little time over there. I finally get out of there. Now I'm in 30 building. So this is like the end of 9. This is like the end of 9 right here. So now I'm in 30 building. Now Hot Rod and them are still around this time. Rest in peace to my guy, man. Him and San Juan. But San Juan ended up going home first. But Hot Rod was still in there at this time. So I had just got in there. You know what I mean? They was about to go home as soon as I got there. You know what I mean? But I had just got in there. I'm trying to figure the joint out, you know what I mean? I done went through a couple of little buildings, and now, you know what I mean? I feel still like a new dude because the whole time I was in those other spots, I was laying low, little action here and there, but not nothing major. But I'm basically still figuring Lawrenceville out. So when I get over there into that building, you know what I mean? I'm moving around, you know what I mean? I see it's a whole new atmosphere from where I just came from for 60 building. It's 30 building niggas now. Everybody over here is on grown man time. Everybody over here is trying to get some paper. Everybody over here is trying to win and stay out the way. This is a good place that we are at. These people are letting us live if you let your damn self live. Now, dudes gonna break the law and get money and try to do everything as secretly as possible using phones and everything. But at the end of the day, if you was on Lawrenceville, you know what I'm talking about. You mess Lawrenceville up, you in the way. You are in the way. So that's how everybody was carrying it in 30 building, the majority of everybody. So I'm just trying to figure the building out. So I can remember I was going to chow, you know what I mean? We went to go eat. We went to chow hall and ate. As we come, we go this way when we go eat. We leave 30 building, past 40 building, past 50 building, then it's the chow hall. They make us walk that way to get to the chow hall, even though if we would just walk this way, the chow hall is right there, but they make us walk the long way. The closest building to the chow hall would be 50 building, the way they make us walk. So we walk this way to the chow hall. So on the way back, they let us take that short way. We are the closest building back from the chow hall when it's time to eat. 50 building to be the farthest. So we coming back from the chow hall, and me and Hot Rod, we walking, you know what I mean? We walking. And as we walking, you know what I mean? I see some dudes down, like they be having roadblocks like by our building. Like I told y'all, we the first building that's back from the child, that's closest to the child hall. So they'll have a CO or two right there, like handling the traffic, making sure that, you know what I mean? Like even when 50 building come around, you know what I mean? They might got a roadblock them. We call that roadblock, where they'll stop them, and maybe a pod from 30 building to come out, or a pod from 40 building to come out. And then after they come out, then that's when they'll let the people go ahead and walk to where they going. So we like at the roadblock, but there's some dudes talking way down by 40 building, so I see them. But we right there. They making us wait to go to 30 building because there's another 30 building pod coming out. So we coming out. I mean, we standing right there. I look up, I see 3 dudes walking back from 40 buildings. So I guess they in our building. So I guess they was down there talking to some dudes. So I look up, I see the dude. I look at him because at first, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I didn't remember him because it's been some years now. It's been some years since I seen bro. So I look up, I recognize him, but I couldn't put a name or how I know this man. Like I couldn't do it. So when I look up and pin him, I'm about to walk into the building as I'm walking, but as I'm looking at him, but he's like, he got to come around like the crowd because there's too much people coming in the door. So he can't just like, let's see who's going to squeeze in. So he like going kind of to the back, just trying to get into the crowd. And so I'm looking at him, but he looked at me, he gave me a look like, he up and down me, pause. Like, and for real, that's a sign of disrespect. Now, I started thinking, was this man an enemy? Is this somebody that, you know what I mean, that I done got into it with in jail or any damn way? Like I couldn't place who he was. So I'm looking like, so we look at each other, you know what I mean? I look back like, see what he doing? I kind of, you know what I mean, went in the building. And so bro pinned me, my homeboy Hot Rod pinned me like, you know what I mean? I'm like, we good, we walking the jump. You know what I mean? Boom. We get in the pod. I'm like, yo, dude, this gave me a crazy, retarded looking look, bro. Like, who's this dude, bro? He was like, who? I'm like, the dude that was looking. He was like, who the dude? The dude in 32 pod. Now, I didn't know he was in 32 pod. Y'all know 32 pod is the honor pod, like I was telling y'all about on Lawrenceville. It's 3 pods. There's 2 regular pods, then there's a big pod in the middle, pause. And that's called the honor pod. They got 2 microwaves, more phones, more sales, more privileges. You know what I mean? So that's the honor pod. It's 1 in every building. Every 2 pod in each one of the Lawrenceville buildings is majority of honor pod. So he's in the honor pod. So when I see him, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, he in the honor pod. I'm like, yo, that dude, he was like, man, that's, he was like, he cool as a bitch. I'm like, oh, who is he though? He was like, bro was like, I thought you was looking at somebody else. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, dude was looking at me. That's why I was looking at him. He was like, oh, you talking about, yeah. He was like, yeah, goddamn. I'm 26 at the time. So, matter of fact, I'm 27. So I think the dude Lou was probably now, because I told you he was in his middle 20s when we was on Sussex. So now he like in his 30s, early 30s, you know what I mean? Not too much older than me, early 30s. So he was like, yo, goddamn, I'm cool as a bitch. You know what I mean? I'm cool as a bitch, goddamn. I'm like, yo, dude look familiar as a bitch. I'm like, where you from? He was like, he from Suffolk. I'm like, he from Suffolk. I'm like, he ain't from the town. He was like, nah. I'm like, damn, dude look familiar as a bitch. He was like, we go outside and shit, goddamn. You know what I mean? He like be hollering at him and shit from time to time. You know what I mean? Cool as a bitch. He like, he be goddamn having the oils. The oils is, you know what I mean? Like bottles of oil. You know what I mean? We call it like, that's cologne. You know what I mean? Dudes used to sell that too. That's a currency in there too. Dudes like to smell good, pause. Like when they go to visit and all that. You know what I mean? So like, that's a hustle in there too. So he like, yeah, he be having the oils and shit. He cool, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, that's a bet. Let's see what he got going on. So boom. I say probably a little bit later. So when I get over there, this is like almost summertime. So we go outside 3 times a day, the morning, the afternoon, and at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock rec on Lawrenceville always is lit. Dudes gonna go outside. You can go out there and drink, smoke, kick it with your homeboys. The 7 o'clock rec majority of the time is lit on Lawrenceville. Ask anybody. So we going outside. So we go outside. We got the yard. You know what I mean? So we on the yard with my building. You know what I mean? 40 building is right beside us on the other yard. 50 building got the ball field. So we on the yard, and you know, me and bro just was walking laps at first and shit. So we get to walking. You know what I mean? So he finally seen dude. He was like, yo, what's up? And he went and docked him up. The dude looking at me again. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. So I get closer on him. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, in his face, but like, I walk up and I ain't dap him up or nothing. So I'm like, damn, I walk up. I was like, yo, you know me, bro? He was like, damn, I know you. I was like, he was like, what prison you was at? I was like, I was on Sussex 2. That's the only place I've ever been. Unless you're talking about deep metals, you know what I mean? My receiving. He was like, oh, you was on Sussex 2. Then I looked at him again. I was like, Lou. He was like, oh shit, T White. Goddamn. I was like, oh shit. Goddamn, bro, my homeboy hot rod laughing like T White. Niggas call your daughter T White. I was like, yeah, bro, that shit crazy. But I'm like, yeah, nah, dap him up and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? Because I was the type of dude that I ain't like judge people. You know what I mean? It's your life, bro. You do what you gonna do. You know what I mean? As long as you don't bring that energy towards me, we straight. But at the same time, though, man, like it's just crazy though. Like it'd be crazy seeing dudes doing transitions like this. So he had a major transition. So, you know what I mean? We get to talk. He's like, yeah, bro, I've been up here since I left. You know what I mean? I've been up here a minute. You know what I mean? Yeah, damn, it's on sweet. I done been in almost every building up here. He was like, nah, that's why I'm in the honor pod, blah, blah, blah. He was like, cool, and da. So we kicked it, you know what I mean? He asked me if I need anything. I was like, no, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? We slid off. After we slid, goddamn, we walked away. Bro was like, yo, goddamn. He was like, yeah, I ain't goddamn, nigga got a bitch. He was like, yo, ain't he got a bitch, bro? That's where he done bagged something up here. Goddamn, and he was like, yeah. I was like, for real. So when he said that, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I'm a psycho. Y'all know I'm a psycho at times. I'm not even, that's why I give y'all the truth on these stories, because like, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, man. I'm not perfect. I give y'all the real, because prison is a place you have to play chess sometime. It is, man. It's a matter of life and death sometime, man. Like, it might don't sound as serious when I be explaining stuff, but like, you must be a great chess player of humans, God damn it, or somebody gonna play chess on your ass. Like, so you better know how to play back. So like, all angles of things that come my way, I deal with it how I deal with it, and just pray to God that I can make it out alive. My damn self. Like, I don't really care about nobody else at the time when I'm thinking like a psycho. So when bro tell me he got a roller, you know what I mean? He got some people, somebody that bring the package, or just a chick that he bag in general. And bro telling me that, I'm like, oh, I'm majorly intrigued, because I'm like, oh, word? He like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, man, dude, wild as about. Like, man, that nigga was looking crazy as hell at me, like he wanted some smoke or something. Bro was like, nah, I don't think that nigga want no smoke. I don't think that nigga want no smoke. I'm like, yeah, I hope not, man. I was like, man, because for real. And like I just want to say, I'm telling y'all the story because I'm keeping it in a band with y'all. Like his energy towards me, like we kicked it, we chopped it, but like his energy in the beginning, it threw me off. And then like, I don't know why he would look at somebody like that, unless you got a guilty, something in your heart, something is guilty in your heart. And that's why you looked at me like that. And that's what was bothering me. And after I rewind the tape back, I shouldn't have told bro, you know what I mean? But like out of anger and just out of like, you know what I mean? Like how that shit was, like he not my guy, you know what I mean? And I know bro ain't gonna be on it like he gonna tell everybody. Bro ain't on that type of, bro was about to go home. He ain't on that no type of time that he gonna run around and goddamn be blabbering out this dude shaking roll. So I said, yo, it's crazy, man. Cause I said, cause when dudes on goddamn on Sussex 2, man, I said, man, dude get knocked in the cell, goddamn humping on a white dude. He was like, for real? I was like, my good word, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, before I got up there, I was like, way before you got up there. I was like, he got transferred before you got up there. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, but I met him in 03 when I first got up there, and you know what I mean? Bro was doing the hokey pokey, man. Real facts, bro. He was like, damn, that's crazy. He was like, I be kicking it with Unc too, man. I was like, man, listen, that joint was a minute ago. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you already know. I said, bro, he was on Augusta, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, damn, that shit crazy, but bro ain't trip off it. You know what I mean? We did that one on the topic of conversation. We kicked it and talked about something else. So boom, goddamn, I'll say probably about a couple days go by. You know what I mean? A couple days go by. He see me again. So this time when he see me, he pull up on me. He pull up on me like, yo, T White, look. Yeah, damn. I was like, yo, bro, call me Weezy, bro. Like this now I'm getting a little older. I don't really want my last name like being blasted out in penitentiary. So I'm like, yo, bro, they call me Weezy now, bro. He like, oh, all right. What's going on? Like, well, how this camp is, bro? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, I'm just bringing conversation up. He like, yo, it's all right, man. He was like, man, goddamn, like, you know, like, he was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. He was like, man, I'm bad. I got a whole girlfriend up here. I'm like, for real, bro? I gave him a look like, for real, bro? He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, but I don't be trying to get no package, though. I don't get no package. He said, she bring me food, take care of me, man. I don't be trying to get no package, no oil here and there. He said, I don't be trying to get no package. I ain't gonna lie, I don't be trying to get no package. So as we talking, some Richmond dudes called, you know what I mean? Some Richmond dudes called. He was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at you though, man. But look though, man, be easy though, man. This shit sweet up here. I'm like, all right, got you. I dap him up. He slid off. He started walking with these Richmond dudes. Now the Richmond dudes he walking with, they are in the honor block with him too. Now they some get money dudes too. They went to get into the bag. So when I see him talking to him, he chopping it with them, he dipped, you know what I mean? So I'm still thinking like, damn, like, you know what I mean? This shit crazy, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? What bro got down, got going on? Like, this shit wild. Like, I really want in. I want in some type of way. I ain't trying to blackmail this man, but like at the end of the day, bro, like, I'm gonna ask him a real question like, yo, bro, because at the end of the day, I know he's welling about not getting nothing. And that's why I'm feeling like this, y'all. I know he's welling about not getting nothing. So I said, I'm just gonna pull up to him and ask him. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna pull up to him and ask the nigga. So, damn, I went back. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, shit, wild as a bitch. Holler at this nigga, man. I see the nigga, you know what I mean? I see him, and I thought about doing it, and I caught myself, y'all. I caught myself. I was like, damn, I ain't gonna say nothing to this nigga, man. I changed my mind at the last minute, y'all, and I said I ain't gonna say nothing to him. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing to him, man. I hollered at bro, I hollered hot rod, like, man, he probably clapped that shit anyway, though, bro. He was like, man, he was like, goddamn, for real. He was like, them dudes from Richmond that he deal with, they ain't gonna mess with him no more if they find that out, though. He was like, and on top of that, goddamn, you know what I mean? I think the dude from Richmond wanted his jump. He wanted his jump the whole time. He was like, you know, he rocked with them. You know what I mean? I was like, he getting the pack in. He was like, I don't know, but dude be having the pack. So maybe it do be dude, So all this is going through my brain. I'm like, like, and this, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to gorilla pimp, but like I told y'all, prison is chess. You gotta know how to move around that jump, man. You know what I mean? You must learn how to move around in that jump, man. So he seen me again, and I still ain't speak on it. When he seen me this time, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, goddamn. I was like, damn, bro, I'm trying to get some money, bro. Like yeah, I'm about money now, bro. That like the old Weezy, T White, you knew back then? Bro, I was still figuring it out. I was like, bro, I like money, bro. I'm trying to get some money, bro. Like, what I gotta do? Like, and I still ain't out. So I'm like, what I gotta do? As I said that, he went in his pocket. He was like, here, bro. I look, it was a bottle of Issimiyaki and something else. I look, I can't remember the other name. It was a dumbass name, another oil, but it was in the little joints, the little capsule looking joints. It said Issimiyaki and it said something else. Issimiyaki was the first thing I recognized. I was like, I smelled it. It smelled great. I was just like, but he gave me something. I was like, I put it in my pocket. You know what I mean? He was like, look, man. He was like, look, man. I know you know me from back in the day, man. He was like, but bro, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm bi, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, bi. What do you mean bi? He was like, bisexual, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, that's cool though, bro. That's your life. I was like, but you know what I mean? He was like, I'm saying though, man. He was like, I don't want it to get out and stuff though. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, I'm trying to get some money, bro. He was like, look, just take that, bro. Be easy, T White. I was like, I took it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I took that jump, so boom. I took it, I go back to the jump, tell bro joking me like a bitch. Nigga, he threw your ass some Issimiyaki. You talking about the package, nigga. That nigga weak. Goddamn, we joking about that shit. Goddamn, I got the jump. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. The whole time you talking about it, I'm like, man, fuck, I ain't gonna say nothing to the nigga, man. So I said, fuck, I'm gonna leave it alone. Next thing you know, goddamn, I'll say probably about a day or two later, goddamn, I'm in the bed, sleep one day. That's where I wake up. I go to the door and brush my teeth. Sometimes I go to the door and brush my teeth. Goddamn, it's my word. I smell it through the vents. I smell it. It's in the pod. It's in the building or some damn where somebody's smoking some reefer. I'm like, damn. And at this time, we want no reefer in our pod. Man, that shit's stinking. I open the door. Reefer. The whole pod smell like reefer. You hear me? The whole pod smell like reefer. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Man, around this time, Hot Rod won't smoke no marijuana at this time. He won't smoke no marijuana. He'll smoke a cigarette. That's all my bro used to smoke. You know what I mean? So he come out and goddamn, he come to the door. That nigga an idiot, man. He come to the door. He was like, yeah, bitch. Goddamn, watch out. I was like, what's up? Oh, brush my teeth. I was like, what's up? He like, goddamn. He sat down on the bench. He was like, they say your homeboy got the sack. I was like, who? He was like, the nigga Lou. Only thing I can say was, I was like, I kind of felt shocked, y'all, but the only thing I can say when he said that, I was like, I think it's about time me and him renegotiate our contract, goddammit.
Get your money, don't care who judge. judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.